So we're live. Yeah, thanks, Flor, for spending the time to talk. I know we've worked together for maybe 6 months now on our project. Yeah, and I really appreciate that you could do the project with me.
First, thank you so much for the invitation to work with you in your Umui project. It was like a great. I think I learned a lot about Okinawa culture and Uchina. Then it was like this project that connect with other Uchinānchu that it's very important. And now thank you for the invitation to your podcast to talk in my messy English. Sorry for that.
No, your English is very good. I can't. My Spanish is terrible. I can't speak hardly any Spanish. So your English is excellent.
Thank you.
So I guess where did you want to start? I mean, we kind of talked about talking about your Okinawan history and I guess where your ancestors came from. Yeah, do you want to talk about that?
I did some notes. So for the questions. So where you want to start, it's okay.
Okay, yeah.
Where you feel it is okay.
Yeah, why don't you just start there and just kind of, I guess, introduce yourself and your ancestors.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm Flor Kaneshiro. Kaneshiro is the name from my Ochisa and Obasan, the side of my mother roots. They were from Yonashiro in Urumashi. Yeah, I'm Sansei.
Your
like
Sansei.
Third generation. I'm living in Argentina in the south, in the Patagonia.
Oh, you're in Patagonia.
Yeah, I live near the mountain.
Wow.
Not in Buenos Aires.
The famous mountains.
Yeah, so I have my aunties and uncles are in Buenos Aires, the side of my mother's side. Yeah, the Uchinānchu family is there. Well, had the chance to meet my family in Okinawa, in Uchinā, the cousin of my mother, an auntie. So, yeah, there's still family there. Very grateful for meet them. Yeah, I think I have a mixed culture, like Argentinian, some Uchinānchu roots. My father is from Spain roots, has Spain roots, so yeah, it's like a champuru, like that, like a mixture.
So you're half Argentinian and half Uchinānchu?
Yeah, my mother is from, her roots are from Uchina. My father's roots are from Spain and Argentinian. So yeah, I'm half.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's good. I mean, so you know your family in Uchinā.
Yeah, I had the chance to meet them. I was very lucky. I was there in 2016 for a year, 2016 to 2017, with a grant from the Argentinian Okinawa Center.
So that was the Okinawa Kempi program?
Yeah, that was the Kempi.
Okay.
I was there 1 year and study traditional arts.
Okay.
Japanese. Yeah, and had the chance to meet my family and the Okinawa culture, Uchina culture. Yeah, so that was like a big, when you have those moments in the life that you have, like something very strong happened that it changed your point of view or your point of do things.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if there is a word like very important moment.
Yeah. So you're saying the Okinawa Kempi program was that moment for you?
Yes, yes. Like connect with my Uchinānchu roots and travel so far. So it was like a very different culture from here. So everything was new, and it was a big challenge for the language, for the distance, like everything. But it was like a great learning.
So what was your motivation? Why did you want to do the Kempi program?
Mm, I am illustrator, so I am very interested in the art things, like traditional arts and drawing too, paint and drawing. So the first approach was for like family to know my roots, and then it was like try to learn more about art in in Japan, Okinawa. So it was like big opportunity.
Hmm.
Yeah, and this program is for descendant, Uchinānchu descendants. So I have the chance to go with other students from different parts from
Hmm.
Latin America. So I meet people from Peru, Brazil, like those places where the immigration from Uchina
Hmm.
are big, no?
Yeah.
So yeah, it was very important.
So where were most of the people from?
There was like the most were from South America, like Peru, Brazil, Bolivia, me from Argentina, and then there was one Kempi friend from Hawaii.
That was Brandon?
No, Brandon and Caro, I met them here in Argentina.
Oh, you met them in Argentina.
Yeah, they went before. I met them when I applied for the Kempi scholarship in Buenos Aires in the Okinawa Center.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, and then there were some students from United States, like California and Washington, I think.
Are there a lot of Uchinanchu in Bolivia?
Yeah, there is a big community, and there is like how you say, a place where it calls Okinawa, the place of the land where they live there and make their community, and they build the schools, and it's like a little Okinawa.
Really?
They call that. Yeah, the community has that name. So yeah, it's very strong because first there were like the immigration the before the Second World War. I think they went to Brazil, and then they start to going down, like Brazil, then Bolivia. I don't know. Yeah, Bolivia, Peru, and then Argentina.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So what did you study? What type of traditional Okinawan art did you study?
I study like urushi,
What
the
is
lacquer work.
Okay.
You know, the paint with the that paint from the urushi tree. It's very traditional lacquer work. And then bingata is the dyeing, the fabric dyeing, and some pottery, and orimono. The how do you say the like embroidery? Do you know?
Is that the kasuri type of weaving? Is it the weaving?
Yeah, weaving. That
Okay.
that's the word. Yeah, but I at the first part of the year we take some 1 month for each course,
Hmm.
and then we have to choose like one specialty, and I choose urushi, the lacquer work. So then in the second half of the year we went more deep in some techniques
Hmm.
and learn, like detail. But it's like very general, no?
Hmm.
Because in 1 year you cannot learn those traditional arts that are very like they had thousands of years, no?
Mm-hmm.
So, but it was very, very interesting.
So you said the urushi. Is that what you said? That's the tree?
Yeah, the urushi, it calls the urushi tree,
Mm-hmm.
urishiki. Then with with the savia, how do you say? With the liquid from the inside the tree, they made this kind of paint, natural paint.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the paint that you see in most, like the square box, the bento boxes that has this deep dark, like when you see it. When I saw at first, it was like it feels like plastic, but then you see, and it's like a very deep paint that it covers a lot. So there are like some words are made with wood
Mm-hmm.
and then paint with a lot of layers
Mm-hmm.
with this urushi paint, and you have this deep dark feeling of the paint.
Mm.
And it's very like antique like technique, but it's not from Okinawa. But because I think that technique came from the more like cold places, like the north of like Kyoto or the other part of Japan,
Mm-hmm.
and then from China too. And then they learned that technique, and using the in the Ryukyu kingdom they use this all the things in the for ceremony or for the the for eat, or the how you say, the things for the for eating, and plates, and all that kind of things were made from with the urushi technique.
Oh.
And the castle, the shurisho,
Mm-hmm.
that has that red painting, that is urushi.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like a very, like, it has a lot of resistance, like durability. So yeah.
So it's also used on plates and things like that?
Yes. Yes. Like plates and these kind of things that you
Like a
use.
ceramic plate, and then you
Yeah, sir. No, not ceramic, like wood.
or wood, like wood.
And then, yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
wood. And then they do a process with layers of fabric and urushi paint.
Mm-hmm.
So they make this thick layer of paint that is like very like a plastic. I don't know. It's not the right comparison, but yeah.
Okay. But they're not. They don't. Do they? What do they put on the final? Like, is there like a final coat that they put on, like some kind of?
No. It's always urushi, yeah, and they have a lot of steps. So maybe one piece, it has several months to produce it, because the step of drying take a lot of time. So it is very patient process.
So at the
Yeah.
end, it has that kind of
Mm.
shiny appearance at
Yes.
the end.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about, but when you talked about when you said the bento box, I imagine
Yeah.
that shiny black
Mm-hmm.
appearance.
Yeah. It's that.
Okay. Okay. Wow. So what else did you get to do during the Kempi time? How was your Japanese?
Oh, it was a challenge because I study here. I have a like a enuyon, like a enuyon level, like a basic level here. But then when I arrived there, I realized that I didn't know anything, that I can't like participate in a conversation or understand the basic things. So yeah, it was a little frustrated.
Hmm.
But then I just, okay, I'm here, and it's like a step by step, and do what I can to communicate. And if I have to draw, if I have to do signs, okay. So yeah, when I took that pressure and then continue study Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I could at the end I could doing some conversation, daily conversation, and it was nice.
Yeah,
Like achievement.
I'm sure your Japanese is also much better than my Japanese. My Japanese.
No, I don't think so.
I know. I feel bad because I lived in Japan for 3 years because I was
Wow.
in the military, but I lived on the base also, so I never spoke Japanese that much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I kind of regret that, because I had that opportunity to learn,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't learn Japanese, so that's too bad.
Well,
Yeah.
then you can come back.
Yeah. 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 You said most of your family is in Buenos Aires. Do you have family in Okinawan family in Patagonia as well?
No, only my parents and brother and sister are here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my Okinawan family is there in Buenos Aires and La Plata,
Okay.
near the capital city.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but we see each other one time of the on the year.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
How far? How far is it from Buenos
Ah,
Aires
yeah,
to
yeah. It's a
Patagonia?
little far, like by car or no, well, like by airplane are like 2 hours.
2 hours.
It's
Wow.
not. Yeah, it's near, but by car is like 24 hours, 20 hours.
Mm.
So yeah, it's a little far away.
Yeah. So I mean, your English is very good
Mm.
also. I mean, do many people speak English?
Here, well, you have English in the high school.
Mm-hmm.
But my mother was like an English teacher, and they
Oh.
sent us to an institute when we were like children. And then with songs and the series and movies, that's how I practice. And then in the Kempi scholarship, I make a lot of friends. So English were like save me.
Mm-hmm.
Like yeah, we make good friends there.
Mm. So I guess when you were a child, how much like Okinawan things did you do? I mean, did you hear music? Did you hear the language? What did your family do to celebrate?
Well, because we moved to Patagonia to the south when I was very little, like when I had 3 years old. So my only like connection with Okinawa culture was through my uncles and aunties. So every time we went to visit them was to eat some traditional food, but like gohan or like or see those things that that little, how you say, dolls or like artistic things
Mm-hmm.
in the house. But yeah, we didn't participate because of the here we didn't have the some or Japanese association or Okinawa. So yeah, it was like mostly when I became adult and went to study to La Plata near Buenos Aires that I get closer with my Okinawa Uchinānchu family there, and then start to study Japanese and start to like went to some events, like try to learn by my own about Okinawa culture and Japanese culture in general. No?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then that was because how I applied for the scholarship too to have that chance, and I didn't feel that I was going to be chosen
Mm-hmm.
because my family, my nearest family, didn't participate in the Okinawa Center. Only my aunties and uncles, yes, they participate and has their association in La Plata. But yeah, that was like a very surprise to me that I was be able to went for the scholarship. Yeah, but I think I feel when I was child with all the things we knew about what family does there in Buenos Aires, they were involved in activities with the Okinawa Association and with the Japanese Association in La Plata. And then my grandfather, he like a lot of ojis and bring his sanshin. So when they were young, they participate in those activities to play sanshin and like this kind of meetings to celebrate. And yeah, they were very because the community, the Okinawa community is very strong too. No, so this is like there in Buenos Aires is when they immigrate, they have to be like very close and help each other and yeah, and build this network, no, because yeah, they came from far away with other language, with other like culture. So yeah, they make a strong community here. Yeah, there in Buenos Aires.
Your grandfather could speak Uchinakuchi.
Yeah, yeah, they speak Uchinānchu. I didn't met him because he passed away when I was little. But yeah, he's speaking Uchinānchu. My mom said that like her grandmother, because my grandfather brings his wife and then brings his mother
Hmm.
from Okinawa and then his sisters. So my mom told me that when she spoke with her grandmother, the grandma taught her in Uchinaguchi.
Oh.
And still I have an auntie. She has 97 years old. She's the sister from grandfather. So she's speaking Uchinaguchi.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, 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 yeah. So that's very nice.
Yeah. I never heard my grandfather was born in Hawaii, but
Mm,
he went back to Okinawa. So he grew up in Okinawa and then he came back to Hawaii again. So
mm,
he could speak Uchinaguchi also, but we never heard him speak we never heard him speak Uchinaguchi. Yeah. And we never heard any music, Okinawan music also, like sanshin and things like that. Yeah,
yeah.
we didn't hear that growing up.
Me neither. I hear that when I was an adult.
Oh, just when you're adult also?
Yeah, yeah. I learned about sunshine and everything when I went to study university
Mm.
because my mom she didn't hear Okinawa music too or yeah she learned too when she was an adult so, but she has those roots in her home too when she was young, no? And here her father like playing sunshine at the evenings or in these gatherings. So yeah,
And how is I guess you said in Buenos Aires there's a big Argentina Okinawan group. Do they still meet
yeah,
regularly and do they still gather together and do things?
yeah. The Okinawa Center they do like activities. They have a building there, and they do some like sunshine classes, a dance, then Uchinaguchi classes too, and they like sometimes they do some festivals. So with the sanshin and the odori and the dance schools, and you had some buffet and stands like for sell things. Yeah, there is a lot of activity there, and yeah, in the pandemic time it was like very difficult, but now like little by little they start to do it again. No.
When is the big festival?
Well, they have in October. They do when they try to do the when is the Uchinanchu like a Taikai.
Hmm.
You know, they try to do something here, and then yeah, at the end of the year they do some festival. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
So yeah, I hope. I think we want to take a trip to Argentina sometime in the future. Maybe we can come.
yes.
Maybe we can come for the Okinawan Festival, and
Yeah, that
I want to
would
go
be
to
nice.
Patagonia
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just
You
go.
have to come.
Yeah, just go hiking in Patagonia.
Yeah,
It's so famous, right?
yeah. That's it's a beautiful place. You have a lot of landscapes and lakes. Yeah, mountains. If you like to do hiking, is you will enjoy it. And in Hawaii, because I know like Caro and my friend Kempi, the Uchinānchu community is very strong and very like active. I see there are a lot of things going on. No?
I think it's I don't know. I mean, I really wasn't
Yeah.
that involved with the Okinawan
Oh.
community, but I
Mm-hmm.
think there's a lot more things going on now. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how about the Argentina community though? Are there a lot of younger people participating?
Yeah, like I think there is an adult people and then they bring their kids and then in the middle always the teenagers like they are I don't know if they participate a lot, but then with these scholarships and these programs that promote the Okinawa culture, the exchange, a lot of young people are like participate more. It's very nice because when they go to Okinawa, they go to Uchinā, learn sanshin, odori, or taiko, or different things, and then come back here and has to share that. So yeah, that's a very nice. There are a lot of like Kempi reunions or like more all the students from scholarships from the different towns too, and they do this kind of meeting where there are talks and share what you learn. So that's very very nice, and to continue to promote the the programs.
So are those just different types of exchange programs with Okinawa that I
Mm.
guess Argentina does, that's in addition to the Kempi program? There's other exchange programs also.
Yes, there is like the from the different towns like Yonabaru or like I don't know Yonabaru like Uruma and Nakausuku. The different again has their program for where you have to have your grandmother or grandfather from that town and you have this cultural exchange, so you go like 3 months and then you do like homestay I think and do some like different activities like
Oh.
sanshin, odori, karate, uh, yeah, visit the island. Yeah, so it's that, and then you have the Kempi program that is more like for go study to university or do some work at some companies too. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's from Okinawa. No, yeah. Then you have the from the embassy. You have the other kind of scholarships for Japanese and or technicals or graduate programs. Yeah, but from Uchina is that like the Kempi and the Ken, the yeah
Oh wow.
from the prefer yeah.
So I mean, how many people are in I guess the Argentina Okinawan group?
With the younger people.
Oh, everyone. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I don't know exactly, but yeah, there are a lot of people like maybe thousands, because
Oh, wow.
the immigration of Okinawa was the more strong here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so. But I don't want to lie. Eh?
Mm.
I have to do the research. But yeah, it's very like big, the community.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, it sounds like there's a lot of families involved because
Yeah.
I think for us, especially the island that I'm on now, we have a
Mm.
lot of problems getting the families to participate.
Mm.
So the Okinawan club on the island that I'm on, I live on the Big Island. You know, the majority of the club is all seniors.
Yeah. Well,
Seventy
here
70
too.
plus. Yeah,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
there's
Here.
same is the same there too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but even the families, it's hard to get the families to come, with the kids to participate.
Mm.
Yeah, so
Yeah. I
I'm
think.
trying to get more families to participate, and
Yeah, that's nice.
yeah.
I hope yeah, they join us. Yeah, I think here there is that bridge too, like this, like a lot of senior people, and then this young 2030s, maybe because the scholarships program. But because they do like this kind of odori, I saw some, yeah, more children, or because some older campis has, now they are mothers and fathers, now they have their childs, and then they bring them to the different activities.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, I think it's difficult everywhere to engage the community.
So how about, I guess, for the Okinawan people that moved to Argentina,
Mm.
how did they fit in at the beginning, or how do they fit in now? And I guess, is there any discrimination against, I guess, the Okinawan people that moved to Argentina?
Mhm.
How does everybody live together in Argentina?
Well, I think there were two kind of like waves of immigration
Okay.
before and after the Second World War. So before there was like that kind of immigration that came for only work, and then maybe with the idea to come back to China, no, to make
Mm-hmm.
money and then come back. And then after the Second War, that the immigration come and then start to like feeling to stay here. So they start to get more involved in the here in the Argentina culture, and like I can speak from my family because like my mother, she like my grandfather sent his children to the Argentinian school. No, so you live here, you have to
Mm-hmm.
learn the language from here, and you have to fit here, and you have to learn the traditions here, like maybe go church or go to this school or do the things that you do here, so you can fit. And then I think with the time, like my mom, she spoke with her grandmother in Uchinānchu, but then she didn't talk in Japanese or Uchinānchu when she was like more older. So yeah, and then that time, like there were like a different kind of shops. The people from Okinawa or from the immigrations do like agriculture, like they work with flowers that they bring from Uchinā, and my family, they work at they learn the shop from the cleaning, the cleaning shop, the cleaning clothes.
Mm-hmm.
There is, so they, yeah, my grandfather at first, He worked at the. There was like a place in Buenos Aires with about like a market of vegetables and fruits and do that kind of work. And then he learned the cleaning shop. So he opened the cleaning shop for cleaning and dyeing clothes. And then his sons, they learned that job and then opened that kind of business. So yeah, I think discrimination at the, because Argentina is, you have the how you say, the indigenous people
Mm-hmm.
in, and then there was a lot of emigration here, like from Spain, Italy, I don't know, Germany, in different part of the country. So it's like a mixture. So I don't, well, I feel that this with Japanese people, they have this nice view about the Japanese people because they do well. They are very good workers and that kind of things. And what I know in this, when was the Second World War, all the activities in the association or the journalists, because the Japanese community has their own newspaper too.
Mm-hmm.
But well, in that time, those activities were like how you say, like bandit, yeah, how do you say, I don't know how to say that, but they were not allowed, yeah, the activities in the associations, but there was not that kind of discrimination or attack that there was in United States or in Peru,
Mm-hmm.
those, yeah, the I learned in Peru there was a big attack to the or the Japanese in general community in the during the war. They attacked their shops and that kind of things.
Oh, uh-huh.
So yeah, here, yeah, that kind of attacks there weren't. So yeah,
How about is so there are there a lot of Japanese immigrants also?
mm, yeah, yeah, but mostly are Okinawan immigrants.
Mostly Okinawan immigrants.
Yeah, mostly
I
yes.
see. So how is the ethnic background like how is it broken down in Argentina now? I mean, what's the biggest I guess ethnic group, and how where do the Okinawans fit in?
Well, I think Spain people and Spain roots and Italian roots are the biggest.
Mhm.
Yeah, you have a lot of indigenous roots too. Yeah, but in the past there were like push away too, and then there are a lot of people who came from Bolivia, Paraguay. Yeah, it's like a very like a mix, like a mixture. And in percent, I don't know, but it's the Okinawa is little,
Mhm.
but it's very important from my point of view, no? But yeah, like here I live in a town, very little, like maybe very little. So like here we are like six or five or six families between like Nikkei families.
Hmm.
So it's a big percent, like for this kind of town. And yeah, we do some. In the past, we did some the past year some like activity or like kind of gathering between the Nikkei community here in Junin de los Andes. Yeah, but it's little, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that's maybe a little bit different from Hawaii because I think in Hawaii
Mm.
there are also a lot of Japanese immigrants also.
Mm-hmm.
So I think a lot of the Okinawans in Hawaii probably had a lot of discrimination, surprisingly, from the Japanese too. You know, because you're not Japanese, you're Okinawan, right? So like, yeah, that really didn't happen in Argentina.
Well, I think maybe when you go deep in the community, maybe there are like that kind of, I don't know
Hmm.
how you say, like I don't know the word, but maybe I don't know well. But here, like when they say, oh, the Nikkei community or the Japanese community, they talk about everyone, like from the Argentinian eye, no?
Hmm.
So it's like they don't. But then you go deep, and then yeah, mostly are from Okinawa,
Mm.
and then other from the main island. Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe if in the past were inside the community that kind of discrimination.
Hmm.
Maybe there were, maybe there was like a, yeah. From what my auntie, when she talked about the discrimination she passed was like when she was little and living in Okinawa in Japan there, no, like
Oh, uh-huh.
in Japan.
Hmm.
So when she told us about that kind of things, yeah, she always go to that part of her history.
Hmm. Because that's your 97-year-old auntie that you're talking about.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Like she came when she has like 20 years, around 20
Hmm.
20 something.
Yeah. So she probably grew up during that time in Okinawa where were they already telling them not to speak Uchinaguchi at that when she was growing up?
Yeah, I think so.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, the word like banned.
Hmm.
Yeah, and have that kind of discrimination.
How about the other indigenous groups in Argentina now? I mean, are they are they completely assimilated, or are they trying to discover their identity again? And are those indigenous groups like
Mm.
learning their languages again, or what's going on with the indigenous groups in Argentina?
Like in the north is very strong, the roots and the traditions, and here too, but there are few like communities. Where I live here in Neuquén, there is the Mapuche community that is from here, from the Patagonia, and like in the past they have their nation between Argentina and Chile. It was like across the Andes mountains. So they had what I learned with they now the granddaughters are daughters and yeah childs are doing the same. I think with what I feel with Uchinānchu people that the grandchild try to reconnect with their roots and try to start to learning the language, because if they don't learn it's going to disappear, because the all only the older people talk in the native language, like here is Mapuzungun. So it's very present the community because they have their lands, they have the traditions, and now in the town now there are like a lot of people with indigenous roots. But then there is a big conflict because from the government they allowed that other like businessmen from other countries buy some lands, and then those lands they have to they belong to indigenous people. So there is this conflict with the lands. Here is most there are not a lot of incidents like violent, but on other province like in Rio Negro there are a lot of confrontation. So yeah, so they are like still like fighting for the rights and the land, and trying to preserve the traditions, the language. Yeah, and I connect, with the Uchinanchu history too. The with the Uchinānchu, like because it's more like a indigenous people too, with this connection with nature and this kind of, yeah, like, how you say, I went with with my words went far away. I don't know how to say, but yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it really sounds like Uchina also. Yeah. I mean, I just went to Uchina last year, and
Mm,
there's a lot of Japanese businesses and a lot of Chinese businesses too. And I was asking Eric, our tour guide about, you know, why is it so difficult, for the Okinawans to, I don't know, to capture some of the businesses that all these other
mm,
foreign entities are taking. And I guess it's really complicated, but yeah, it's really unfortunate that the Okinawan people themselves are not the ones running the businesses, and starting all these other enterprises. Yeah, I don't know. I hope that can change back in
mm.
Uchina also.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that happened.
You're saying about nature, and I
Mm,
guess Luchuan connection to nature. What are your thoughts about that? I mean, that's
mm.
another topic that I've been thinking about also, kind of along with the whole Umui concept that we did. But what are your ideas
Yes.
about Luchuan connection to nature?
I feel like because this come back to the same, this indigenous like roots, no, where you have to live with nature because that's involved in your life every day and give you and I don't know how to explain, but it's like when I meet my uncle there in Uchina, I asked him about religion and he said, well, here is like we don't have one God, like God is everything. God are our ancestors, our nature. And then I feel, yes, when I think, yes, if you feel that everything is sacred, how you say sacred?
Cyclic. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then you going to respect everything because you are part of that. And I have that feeling too, like we are part of everything and yeah, we have to respect everything like is sacred. When I went to Okinawa and learned about that, it was like that feeling, yeah, like indigenous people from Argentina too, like they have this bond with nature, their own like identities. Yeah, and then I learned about the word umui and the concept because thanks to you, and that was like it closed that idea like yes, this they have this spirit, no, like that's around, I don't know, everything they do. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if I explained well,
No, I think so.
but yeah, but like when you go to those sacred place in Okinawa, you can feel something that is wow, like it's very like meaningful because where they were like where those places are, the meaning in there, like in those travels that the all the women's do for like prayer to go
Mm-hmm.
somewhere to pray, and the sea and the sun and all this nature and the important too of the women and the feminine thing. So yeah, that was very strong to know about it.
I've been thinking about that word umui also, and I was thinking about, I guess, like, what is the? I was trying to come out with a English meaning for it.
Hmm.
I mean, what do you think? How would you describe the word umui?
Yeah, it's difficult. I think that the spirit, it's some the spirit like that you say, the spirit from Okinawa, the spirit from Uchina, but it's like this spirit like it's bonded with nature, yeah, and ancestors, like that. Maybe that learning that came, that surround us. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that. Yeah, that learn. Yeah, or that thing that is like around us that we have to pay attention.
Yeah, because in Hawaii there's a phrase that's used very often, aloha aina, which aina is like land basically, and
Mm,
aloha is kind of like umui. It's kind of hard to describe. It could be like love, it could be
mm,
hello, it could be connection,
yeah.
but I think also in the Hawaiian community as well, just that connection, again, that connection to nature, is so important, just in the culture, but also in the education
Mm,
too. And
yes.
yeah, I think in the public schools now, they don't really teach from that, I guess, that connection to nature, or that umui, or that aloha. Yeah, and it's just really hard. It's really hard to convey that way of thinking, to
Yes.
other people. Yeah, but yeah, there's been so many synchronicities, I guess, just when I started thinking about that word. I
Mm,
met you, and I met Everett Kennedy,
mm,
and I showed you his book. But yeah, his photographs really,
yeah.
I don't
It
know, just really
impressed.
resonated with that word, I think, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are like fantastic. Like the atmosphere, like he did in the photographs are like, I don't know, like, yeah, spirit, ghostly. I don't know how to describe it. Amazing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll definitely send you his book. I have a bunch of copies of his book, and I'll send you a copy later
Oh,
on. Yeah,
oh, thank you so much.
yeah,
It's very nice that
yeah,
you can meet him. Yeah, there in. That's great. That
yeah. It was just like
yeah.
everything just like happens. I just happened to be in Tokyo, and
Mm.
his family was so nice to just invite me for dinner.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, so I went over for dinner, and his partner is from Okinawa, so she cooked like
Mm.
this really, really traditional, really great meal for us. And their house is almost like a church.
Wow.
It's like a church where they have like performances and music and things like that.
Wow.
So another of their friends came over too, and he was playing sanshin. So it was just like a really good experience. It was like,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, really nice.
that's great.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So I guess just regarding your art and everything,
Mm.
I mean, do you think of yourself as a how do you think of yourself as an artist? I mean, do you think of yourself as a Okinawan artist, or an Argentine artist, or how do you think of yourself as an artist?
Mm. I feel like again like a mix of the things. Well, I am Argentinian, so it's like, yeah, I'm from here and I am Argentinian artist, but I have that root from Uchina, that and the Japanese aesthetics too. Like I don't know, my eye go there too. Like I don't know, I have some like very interest in that kind of aesthetic. So yeah, one day, one time, when a friend told me, "Oh, your art is not Argentinian, it's not Uchinānchu, it's not Japanese. You're like a Nikkei artist,
Uh-huh.
like a mixture of everything." But yeah, I try to with my art to try to connect with my roots, with the Uchina roots, and try to learn. Well, like this kind of project that we did together, like it was great to have a new, like yeah, new learning, new experience to connect with other Uchinanchu. And then yeah, and then I well, I do other kind of work, like more like editorial for children books and that. So Yeah, I think in the because the travel to Okinawa, and that's helped me to my kind of aesthetics in my art, in my like style, if there is a word like style, because I take more care in the traditional techniques, like I don't know, like hand things, like try to use less the computer and the software, like just like tools, and go for more like expression with watercolors or yeah, ink, yeah, and decide to go for that like that how you say, it's not trip like that way. With more traditionals, because when I went to Okinawa, I learned from these masters, the sensei of this traditional art, that then I don't do this that kind of art here. But what I learned was the importance of the tools, the importance of the time you take to do the technique, the importance of how you take care of things, or how you take time to find the right things to say, or like that kind of things that are very like maybe I didn't see that in or pay many attention maybe when I was studying at university. In the career, you have this program and you go to learn that different kind of, I don't know, art or things. But then when I went there, I just learned these details of things, and that was like very, yeah, meaningful. So then I try to, all the things I learned in the other traditional art in Okinawa, I try to take it to my field, like the illustration, and yeah, and try to apply that. And it's like a learning. Always learn new things. Yeah.
Yeah, I think your approach and the way that you think, I think it was really a good fit for our project that we did, you know.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Mm.
I think it really turned out well, and I really like it. It turned out really nice. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
How about that other project that you did, that Ikigai, the
Mm.
Ikigai project that you did? How did that come about?
Yeah.
Was that person is that person from Hawaii?
Mm. Yeah, she's from Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
Chiemi Sowen. I met her because a friend common, an ex-Kempi too, Joseph. He's from Los Angeles. So he put me in like in touch with her. She asked to like if we can do this book. She has this like the idea of the story from Terukina Choichi Sensei, the
Mm.
Utasanshin
Mm-hmm.
Sensei, that is very important there in Okinawa. So yeah, it was another project that I can't say no, because it's like a lot of connections that, okay, Okinawa roots, some like a new learning of culture, the history of Choichi, and to work with another Uchinānchu artist, like this time a writer, and so it was very, yeah, very nice. And we work like maybe 1 year to make the book, and then she published by herself and find a publisher at the end. So yeah, it was very like a hard work, and yeah, put a lot of effort and love. So yeah, very important project.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So who did you say introduced you?
Joseph Camilla, he's from the Los Angeles Association,
Okay.
Okinawa,
No, I've heard
Los
his name.
Angeles.
I've heard his
Yeah.
name quite a bit.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah, he worked there, and nice.
yeah. No, I'd like to talk to him sometime. Yeah,
Yeah, you should.
yeah.
You had.
Several people have mentioned his name.
No. And with him, and we did a video it calls Ninufabushi Miyati, like from the Tinsaguno Hana song. It's like a little animation with my drawings in watercolor that told in kind of like biography and fiction and not fiction, like story about my grandfather coming here from Okinawa. And then we asked to Brandon and Carol if we can use their version of the song Tinsaguno Hana. So they say yes, and yeah, it came another like a very nice project, like Uchinānchu network.
Where can we see that?
In YouTube.
It's on
Then I
YouTube?
send you the
Okay.
link.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
thank
on
you.
YouTube.
Okay.
Thank you. And then I present that. That was like a piece of art for. I was invited to participate in an exhibition in Peru in the Japanese Association. So I prepared that video for that exhibition. So it was very very nice.
Wow. Yeah, so
Eh,
what other big projects have you done, I guess, related to Uchinā or Uchinānchu?
no, I think that these are the project that was like with Uchinanchu, like feeling,
Mm-hmm.
the Ikigai book, that video, and now the collaboration that we are doing together.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope in the future, I can involve in other projects too.
Yeah. So is Carol is she from Argentina or Brazil?
Yes, she's from Argentina.
Oh, she's from Argentina. Oh, I didn't know
Yes,
that. Okay.
from Buenos Aires.
Okay.
And I think they meet with Brandon in the Kempi program that they went in the same year.
Okay.
So they meet there. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I mean
Yes,
I
yes.
see Brandon and Carol,
Hmm.
maybe once or twice a year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. But I think I'd like to have a discussion with Brandon sometime because he's so involved in Uchinaguchi, I'd like to talk to him about
Yeah,
that. And
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. They were very involved. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm,
That's
mm-hmm.
great.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you wanted to talk about?
I don't know. uh, well, yeah, I think. What about you? Like your project with the Loochoo Nation, yeah, because now we are talking here. If you can tell me more about it, or why you choose the concept from Umui, no? What's it take you to that word, no?
Yeah. So I was thinking about the Umui concept because I was thinking about
Mm.
the Hawaiian phrase aloha aina, and I was trying to find the word that would capture that feeling, I guess, of aloha aina. And I'm not sure exactly. I can't remember how I stumbled upon Umui, but then I think I was just searching on the internet, and I just happened to stumble upon all these coincidences with Everett's photography book. I stumbled upon this movie called Umui, and the movie was made in Ginoza, which is the same village that my
Mm.
grandmother's family is from. So that was just another whole big coincidence. Yeah, so all these things just kind of fell into place. And I also met during the trip to Okinawa. I met a professor
Mm-hmm.
at the University of the Ryukyus. He was actually from Germany, and he introduced me to the director of that Umui movie, and I think he introduced me to Harikuyamaku. Do you know who he is?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
He's an Okinawan
yeah.
musician. Yeah. So I think we're gonna use some
Wow,
of
nice.
his music maybe for the podcast also. So yeah, just from this project, I just met so many different people. It was just a whole big synchronicity. Yeah, it just fell into place so easily. Yeah, I'm just
Amazing.
really happy
Yeah,
how
I
it
think
how it
when
all
you
worked out. Yeah.
you feel you have to go in one direction, and then you keep going, and then everything go fluid with that. I don't know if that has sense, but yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So also, I'm still not sure, regarding the Umui graphic that you did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not sure what we're going to put on the shirt, as far as the description of Umui. So I'm still trying to find somebody to help me with that.
Yeah, very nice.
But also, yeah, just another coincidence. I knew somebody in our local Okinawan community. She does hajichi also, so she might help
nice.
with, I guess, with the wording for the shirt. Yeah, so it's coming together. Hopefully we'll get it out at some
That's
point.
great.
But yeah.
And it's like when you work with other people and other people approach to your project, in this case, it's like it get richer. I don't know how you say, embrace a lot of things. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's a good word. I think richer is definitely a good word.
Yes.
Yeah, it became so much more meaningful and
Yeah.
complete
it's
and
something
full, and it just
you have that idea and you start to working on that, and then it became something more collective, and then you do this network and meet new people, and it's like this umui feeling too, connecting.
yes. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, so hopefully, if you
I
definitely
wish I
reach
can.
out if you ever come to Hawaii.
Someday I want to go. Yeah, I want
Have
to
you ever
go,
been to
and
Hawaii?
yeah, it seems a beautiful place, and with a very interesting culture, and and then I have these more friends from there, so I want to visit there. Yeah,
Hmm.
I wish I can. I hope I can one day.
Yeah, I think a good time would be during
Mm.
Ukwanchin
Okay.
Kaburan's summit that they have every year, because
Oh,
so many
nice.
so many
Yes.
people come down to Hawaii for that summit. From
Wow.
from all over the world, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds
that
amazing.
would be a
Sounds
really nice
great.
event to come to.
Yes.
Yeah, and hopefully we can make it up to Patagonia sometime. Yeah, next, later I'll reach out to you later, and if you could let me know when those big festivals are
Yeah,
that
I
you
will.
talked about.
Yeah, I will search better with the calendar and that thing. So yeah, so I can give you the dates, or the what time of the year is going to be better. But
When is a good time to come usually to Argentina?
summer is now is very very hot, but at the end of the year, a lot of things happen, a lot of events. Then for Patagonia and hiking, the better time is on summer, spring, summer.
Hmm.
You can enjoy a lot of different places, the
Hmm.
lakes and the mountain. Like winter and autumn are very nice, but winter, if you do winter sports, it's great. But if you
Hmm.
don't do winter sports, well, I don't do. So, but I like the snow and I stay inside. But yeah, for hiking, yeah, here is November, December. Yeah, here we are near from a volcano that calls Lanin. That for coincidence, it has the same, how you say, the same size like Mount Fuji and similar shape. So it has strange that they call them twin volcanoes or something like that. And sometimes a Nikkei person, or I don't know, yeah, I think a Nikkei did photograph exhibition. Not here, but I saw on internet that he compares the volcano here for the Fujisan. So, and that came because the time for climbing is Yeah, November. Yeah, summertime around. A lot of people do the volcano climbing.
Do they walk up just like at Mount Fuji?
Yeah, yeah. No, it's like you. Yeah, I don't know how the difficult is in Mount Fuji, but here you have to do it in 2 days with some
Oh, in 2 days.
yeah, like training
Hmm.
with some with a guide. It's not my. I don't know if Mount Fuji has these stairs and this. I saw that on a video, but I don't know if
Yeah,
that's a thing that you have
yeah.
this
Mount Fuji
passage.
you could just do in one day.
Wow,
Yeah, it wasn't that difficult of a walk actually.
wow.
Um,
Did you do that?
yeah,
Wow,
when I was living in Japan.
wow,
Yeah.
amazing.
Uh-huh.
The view. I think
Yeah.
the view is amazing. Or no, from there.
Yeah, so
Wow,
you get your Mount Fuji, you get your stick, and they put a little stamp on it
wow.
every time you
You
reach a
go?
certain level.
Nah, that's amazing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, here you have to do in 2 days. Like one day you go to the middle point to a refugee. I don't know how to say, but and then you do the to the top, and then you
Oh,
go down in one day.
or you go down in one day.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like 2 days around. And
Wow.
maybe it's not so prepared like Mount Fuji. I think the Japanese has all the I don't know the
Yeah,
saved. I don't know the preparation in the place. I don't know how to say, but yeah.
yeah. Mount Fuji was very, very crowded, very organized.
Wow. Yeah, here is more rustic,
Uh,
like third world.
mm, no.
But yeah, a lot of people came like to climb it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's definitely something I would like to do for sure
nice,
if we ever get there.
nice. I'm going to. If you came here, I put you in contact with people that do that.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. I guess the last question
Hmm.
for you is, what do you hope for Uchina, or what do you hope for Luchuan, the Luchuan people, considering, all the problems back there
Hmm.
with the language that's not thriving, with the military, with
Hmm.
the loss of culture. I mean, what do you hope for Luchu?
Well, I hope that they keep like like working for the for maintain their traditions, like they do. But yeah, like more people, maybe younger people, get involved and don't lose that. You know, those those like traditions, like very important, no, for roots and for knowledge. Same as language, that they say that the how they say that the language that is no speak is like a dead language. So I hope they. Me too. I don't know Uchinānchu, so it's like something that I have to learn too. Like and then to get more involved, no, in the culture and with the people. Yeah, well, I hope for the, all the political issues and bases. I hope yeah, they can. I don't know how to say, but it's not fixed. But yeah, like can fight for the right to the land, and yeah,
Yeah, it's so hard,
yeah, hard.
and my Nihongo is so bad. I would like to speak with other people, you know, in Okinawa,
Hmm.
but my Japanese language is skills are not very good, so I couldn't have a conversation, which is unfortunate.
Hmm.
There's a lot of people I would probably like to talk to,
Yeah, but yeah.
but I
But it's nice that you can like okay, maybe next time you can like have those conversation.
yeah,
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 and then with like actions, it's not all about words, but we can share. Like when I was there, I went to meet some like people that was in those like protests, from the bases, and you I couldn't talk with them, but just to be there and share that that moment was like meaningful, no? So yeah, there are a lot of different type of, like sharing or conversations. I don't know how to say, but yeah,
Yeah.
to be there.
Yeah, I'm not sure when I'll be able to go back to Okinawa, but maybe for the Taikai.
Oh, nice. You went the last Taikai?
No, I
No,
didn't.
you didn't.
I
Okay.
just No, I went with Ukwan Shinkabudan on their tour.
Okay.
Yeah, that was about 20 of us went on that tour.
Nice.
But yeah, I think for the next Taikai, I think I have two kids, so hopefully my kids will be a little bit older and they would
That's
remember
nice.
going
Yes. Yeah,
and
that's nice.
experience it a little bit better. Yeah.
Yes, there will be time. Yeah, I want to come back. I didn't come back since the Kempi program, so yeah, it's something that I have in mind. Maybe next year, maybe the other. I don't know, but yeah, I always want to go there, visit family and friends.
Because you said you were there in 2017. Is
Yes,
that right?
like seven or yeah, maybe 7 years. 7 or 8.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot. But yeah, I need to come back.
Well, I guess the last thing, if people want to see the work that you do, or if they want to work with you on any project, how can people, I guess, reach you or see what you do?
Well, I have a website. Is I hope I pronounce it well. www.florkaneshiro.com, and then on Instagram is Flor Kaneshiro. So there is my mail, my work, if people want to see that. Yeah, that's are the main social media that I use. Well, the website is more like, professional site. And then the Instagram.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Flor, for talking today, and thank you for working with me on our Umui project, and yeah, the whole experience has been so nice. Yeah, and definitely we'll keep in touch, and we'll see you in Hawaii, or if I ever go to Argentina, we'll see you in Argentina.
Yes. Oh, thank you. It was like amazing work together, and this conversation too. Like some working by mail, and but now have this time to talk about what we think or what we feel about the project or the word Umui or Uchinā is like very like important, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, and like I said, I think after talking to you, I feel even more. I don't know the English word as well. I feel even more confident that you are the right person to kind of express what we're thinking. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
thanks
great.
again. We'll definitely talk
Thank
again
you.
in the future. And yeah,
Yes,
take
I
care.
hope so. Take care and thank you so much.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
If you loved today's episode, we'd greatly appreciate your support. Please consider making a small donation at donorbox.org/Loochoo Nation. Your contribution helps us continue creating great content for you. Nifē, dēbiru.